It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Highmark Stadium in upstate New York. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Los Angeles Rams and the Buffalo Bills. And we are underway in Buffalo. From the end zone, here comes Brandon Powell. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Throwing is Stafford. That's out to the flat for Akers. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he's going to have a Rams first down as the tackle made at about the 38. It was just 3rd down and short, but he bit off a little extra.
I would say way more than he could chew, but he chewed up all that yardage in a big way. And that, to me, that was a combination of offensive line, stacked defense, and they handled it. Okay, they got the leverage, they got the blocking angles, and opened up a nice crease. And once you get past that first wave, there's room to roam.
Yeah, that's just the 3rd play from scrimmage. They wanted to avoid that 3-and-out. They did. Caught out left side by Robinson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, it turned into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. That's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 44-yard line. They'll run. This is Darrell Henderson. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Stafford going to give this to Akers.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
Eighth play of this opening drive coming up. This is third down. Going right back to Akers. And some space here. Touchdown, L.A. Cam Akers, 37 yards. And the Rams have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. A nice run by him, don't get me wrong, but the blocking up front was a thing of beauty.
I think for an opening drive, how about that for an exclamation point? Just what you said. Good blocking, good vision, and he accelerated to the end zone.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. On first down, they'll start out with Singletary. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Right back to Singletary on 2nd down. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1. An ideal start defensively. They already have the touchdown. Now they get the stop.
Just like they drew it up on the chalkboard. Does that sound dated? Right? Am I out of touch a little bit?
It's all right.
All right, grease board, heck, computer, exactly what you want, though. Score on your first drive, stop them on the first drive defensively.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. From the 30 on second down. Stafford, he'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Stafford to Kupp there for a Rams first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion.
They'll run on first down with Akers.
And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll go again here with Akers.
Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Throw left side complete. That's Robinson. Touchdown, LA! Allen Robinson, 48 yards. And the Rams have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, and not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
Extra point by Gay is up and good.
And that'll make the score 14-0.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. On 2nd and 9, Allen. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And Diggs has it. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 25 yards that time. Allen. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Davis. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Allen to throw once more. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Bills are back within a score. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. And that one makes it 14-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Powell now to take it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not a whole lot there. Maybe a yard to the 27.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27. Here's Stafford. We'll dump this off to Akers. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Here's Stafford. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
A give up the middle to Akers. And some room to work. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Henderson running straight ahead. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This will be from 49 yards out. And Gay knocks this one through, and that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. As they begin their second half here, Charles, offensively, not where they want to be, obviously. They're losing in this ball game, but very much within striking distance. We'll see what... He's got a man, complete. Stephon Diggs, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Pass on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll give this to Akers running right. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 118 yards rushing for Akers, and this is a first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 49-yard line. Up the middle, here's Henderson. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Second and 10. And they just did not get the snap away in time. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. Now it's Stafford. He'll check this down to Akers out of the backfield. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
From the 50, it's Stafford. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. So a penalty that can frustrate a coach so much, a mental error, and it'll back him up 5 yards. Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give him 5 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 56. 56. Check. 45. Mike 45. Let's make these babies cry.
Throwing to start the drive. Allen. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
They'll go with Akers here up the middle. Jordan Phillips is the one on the stop.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their number one goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that, and that really chips away at your confidence.
Second down, it's Henderson. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. 129 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. A give, running right is Akers. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. On the handoff, it's Akers. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. Going to be some contact going on.
On 3rd down, here's a run by Akers. And Akers, he is not going to get there. They mark him short of the first. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
They get this out quickly to the left side. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Akers is into the end zone. Touchdown, L.A. But that makes this a two-score ball game. And, you know, the way this thing has been going, Charles, 2 scores kind of feels like 3 or 4 scores.
Yeah, that's a great observation. It's been a heck of a battle, hasn't it? And points have been at a premium throughout this game. So you have to wonder, is this going to be too much for them to overcome?
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, you know, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. Give him 30 yards there. You're at the point in the game right now where you got to start taking some chances, and that chance paid off.
And it's a good idea to be that aggressive because, truthfully, the defensive guys, they're just playing not to make a mistake. That often means you can make a big play against them.
Throwing on first down is Allen. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Allen. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Oh, he still makes a catch, even though it was tapped by the linebacker. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 32-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. Again, they'll throw with Allen. It's complete to Diggs. And they're going to be set up now with a ball at the 13-yard line. Operating from the red zone now. Allen. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs from 13 yards out. And the Bills have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
They'll run out of the gun with Akers.
And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
They'll try and run for this with Akers.
And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. Give him 2 on the play there, and it'll be a Los Angeles first down.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Going right back to Akers.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe to get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
The Rams go victory formation as they take the knee. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Stafford down to a knee, and with it, he's going to ensure his guys a victory.
What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning drive? Big-time moment. No one shied away from it. They tuned out the crowd, kept their heads, and executed the way they needed to earn that win.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Buffalo.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Highmark Stadium in upstate New York.
Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Highmark Stadium in upstate New York.
Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Los Angeles Rams and the Buffalo Bills.
And we are underway in Buffalo. Taken at the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Stafford going to throw from the outset. Connecting with Kupp here on the out route.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play.
Now how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
Stafford on first down.
We'll get this to Akers out of the backfield.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
And two big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27.
That's going to be a good matchup for him. Using him out of the backfield and telling those linebackers, hey, you're not only going to have to try and run with him, but you're going to have to try and tackle him in the open field.
So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory. Down at the 31. Stafford.
Pass caught. It's been Skoranek. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
So here's a first and 10 now, down inside the 20. Stafford going to give this to Akers.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
Give, this is Akers.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now Stafford.
That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And the Rams are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll run here with Akers.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
Cam Akers taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Rams have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Here we go, D, get off the field. Is that 45, Mike, 45. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
Throwing to start the drive. Allen.
That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little.
He's got a man, complete. Past the 20, 10, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs, 75 yards.
And the Bills are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. And Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt.
It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the 1st quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
And with the play clock running out, Sean McVay will take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter.
2nd and 6. To throw is Stafford. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays. But you also have to have good feel as well because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get to the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taking it about the 1. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Stafford here, coming off his pick six. That would complete to Skoranek. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. They'll run on first down with Akers. And he's got room. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 34.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
On first down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. He'll take it inside the 25.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's a run with Akers on second down. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with third down coming up.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
They'll go again here with Akers. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
From the 13 now, they work on first and 10.
try the left side with Henderson. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Tackle made there by Matt Milano.
A 1-yard gain could look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
They'll give this to Akers running right. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 70 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
He finds his way into the secondary again on this drive. They might want to try getting him down a little closer to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, what do they call that? Third level run. First level being the D-line and linebacker second level, and the secondary the third. When you block it up well and you make the secondary do all the tackling, that will wear on a defense.
Henderson is going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown.
They go I formation. Fullback leads the way for the touchdown. Sort of a lost art, isn't it?
It really is, but sometimes when you're able to bring it back and use it against other teams, they're not prepared for it. They haven't seen it in a while, and now you gain an advantage, and we just saw that advantage result in a touchdown.
Extra point by Gay is up and good, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to see all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Allen now on first down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
On 2nd and 10, Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Allen's throw going to be caught by Davis. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. And again, it's Allen. Working the middle here. That's complete to Knox, the tight end. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 23. On first down, Allen. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Rams are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. It's zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect him. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. The final shot before the break. Stafford gonna let one fly for Robinson. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Allen. And that is caught. It's Davis. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That one goes for 30 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. They'll get it to the 23-yard line. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Singletary again. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And if that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
They'll run on first down with Moss.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Moss again.
He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2.
They'll try and run for this with Moss.
And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
They're going to run for it. It's Moss.
And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. Stafford now to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Just beating the play clock, Stafford. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Ed Oliver
hits him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. So now Stafford and the Rams, after the sack, well, they're staring up at a 3rd and long. Not enough sense of urgency there. Play clock hit 0, 5-yard penalty.
Yeah, I like your point there. Not enough sense of urgency. People walking up to the line of scrimmage, you've got to get up there and get set and be ready to go.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Stafford. A leap, and he's got it. He got it. Yeah, they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. A big play there for L.A. 42 yards. Defender was right there in his shorts. Is that one of those situations as a DB where you just tip your cap and say, nice catch?
Well, you're supposed to, but a true competitor, he's not tipping his cap at all. He's upset he still didn't make the play. If it's a 50-50 ball or a moment of truth, he's got to win more than his fair share of them as well.
Probably especially angry because if it was incomplete, would have been 4th down.
Exactly.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Akers. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Back to throw, Stafford. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 38-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line.
Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through three quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Henderson now on 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On 2nd and 11 now. Stafford. And this is going to be intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
They were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows a defense to tighten up their coverage, and they pick that one off.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And the question, can they turn that interception into points? A tie game for the moment in the 4th quarter.
On 1st down, they'll start out with Singletary. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
I would think as a play caller, you want to look for some quick hitters to your tight end. Any type of a route to replace where that linebacker was. Because when you saw the speed with which he reacted and stuffed that play, maybe use that speed against him in the future.
Here's 2nd and 10.
They go right back to Singletary. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen finding Knox there, complete. And some room to maneuver. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A big play there on the catch and run. And the Bills will move the chains.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the 1st down.
They'll run on 1st down with Singletary.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain. 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Second and 8.
Play action. Now it's Allen. He'll buy some time right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
Barton, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Allen off the play fake. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. Touchdown, Bills! Dawson Knox, a touchdown grab from Josh Allen. And the Bills have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. Here's Bass now for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Certainly not what they wanted there, so the football by rule comes out to the 40.
So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure, because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25, so at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
Stafford going to give this to Akers.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. Now a second down and 6. Going right back to Akers. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going.
They'll try and run for this with Akers.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
On the handoff, it's Akers.
Oh, he's got a little daylight.
What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. A give, running right is Akers.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
7 yards left for 2nd down. Ball at the 10. They'll give this to Akers running right.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here's a run by Akers.
And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3.
155 yards rushing now on 23 carries so far.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
They'll run here with Akers. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win. Yes, sir, that touchdown puts them in striking distance. And let me tell you something, forget being conservative here. Go for it, go for 2.
Well, going for it on the road. Want to win it right now?
Want to win it right now, have the momentum, go ahead and get it done.
One last throw here for Stafford. And it is caught. They got the 2 points, and with it, they've taken the lead. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. From the 10. Well, this one, partner, was fun down to the very end. They got the points late, right before the whistle. Then the ensuing kickoff. They were hoping for magic on the other side, but couldn't get that spark.
Fun if you won. And fun for us because we got to watch it and call it. That magic that you were talking about didn't occur at the end, but what a game all the way through.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Buffalo.